Hello everyone, this is Neil from Bookbull here as well as Sales Samurai, and in this video we are going to go over all of the steps in order to create digital downloads or printables to sell on Etsy. Now you're probably familiar with selling these type of products as print on demand on Amazon, but you're really missing out by not expanding to another marketplace and selling files or books or templates or an infinite number of things that you can download directly to your computer if you are a customer on these platforms, because Amazon just does not offer the ability to sell these particular products. So we're going to go over in this video the whole process from beginning to end, the different things that you can do in order to set up this other revenue stream for your business, doing pretty much the same thing you're already doing on Amazon with some additional steps. Now, if you are familiar with selling books on Amazon, you are probably familiar with Bookbolt. It's a great way to create low content books. You can use the software to create these products. You can then sell them on Amazon, and it's printed on demand, which means that if you get a sale on Amazon, Amazon then prints it and ships it to the customer, physical products. Now, the difference when selling these products on another marketplace such as Etsy is that you can take these same templates or files rather and sell them directly to the consumer where there's no physical product. So that gives you really a leg up on everything else because one, there's no waiting on any shipping. It means that when you sell a product, the customer can immediately download it and use it the way that they want to, depending on how you set up the rights for that customer. But it also means that you can put in the work upfront, and then you can continue selling these over and over and over again, which leads to a lot less customer service, because on Etsy, you actually get to interact with the customers that you are selling to. So that might sound like a negative at first, but I promise you guys it's actually a positive because it allows you to build your actual brand. So today, we're going to go over all of that. So first, let's head over to SalesSamurai.io. This is the software that we have created in order to facilitate doing all of the research, finding out what customers on Etsy actually want to buy, how to optimize your products to get them in front of the right audience, as well as a bunch of keywords and tags and search volume and everything you really need in order to get this business off the ground. So if you don't already have an account, make sure to sign up for the trial. But we're going to go ahead and log in here and then kind of jump back and forth between Etsy and Sales Samurai, going through the entire process and the different methods we can use to sell these digital downloads so we can add another stream of revenue to our business. So let's go ahead and log in. All right, so we're logged into Sales Samurai here, and right before we go over to Etsy, I want every single one of you guys watching this to install this Chrome extension at the very top of the screen. Now, the reason for this is going to add a little bit of information when we're over on Etsy, showing us the search volume per month for different keywords that we're going to look into. This will tell you how many times per month someone or people are searching for keywords on Etsy, and also give us other recommendations so that when we are going through and looking at, hey, should we sell digital downloads? Is this even a viable method? You can see firsthand that people are actually searching for these. Yes, they are being bought, and there is a lot of money to be made here. So make sure to install this Chrome extension. And then I want you guys to head over to Etsy. Now, I've just opened up Etsy.com. You see I am logged in here. A lot of people ask, why should I be selling on Etsy? There's a lot of good reasons to sell on Etsy. The first is that it's a massive marketplace. Okay, there is right now about 400 million people per month go to Etsy to shop and buy different products. But I think the biggest reason you guys should be selling on Etsy is that it allows you to sell products that, one, Amazon doesn't allow you to sell. So that's a huge positive. But it also allows you to sell products at a higher price and sell these digital downloads. So you might be thinking to yourself, if you're not familiar with this method, what on earth is a digital download? Okay, it's just like what it sounds like. It means that you can put a listing on the marketplace on Etsy.com, and when someone buys it, they are immediately able to download the file. So this could be a book cover, a book interior, say journal pages, puzzle pages that they could then print out and fill out at home, planners, templates, shopping lists. You're going to see a lot of SVG vectors, okay? So people will sell actual designs or design elements that other people can then buy, download on their computer, and use in their own design. So there's really an endless amount of possibilities here. So let's just go ahead. We're on Etsy.com. Let's just enter in digital downloads. So we'll go up here to the search. We'll type in digital downloads. And right here, you'll see that extension that we just installed actually working here. Now, right here, you'll notice that you have some search volume. So just digital downloads, there's almost 4,000 people per month searching for this very, very broad phrase here. It'll also give you on the right-hand side, if you click this, it'll open up the Sales Samurai extension. So I'm going to go ahead and click that right off the bat, and it's going to give you a ton of different ideas of, hey, what other keywords should I be looking at? It'll show you the search volume per month. And as you see here, it's going down the list and it's pulling back the competition. This is also the number of products on Etsy for those keywords. So you can see digital downloads, ebooks, digital downloads. There's really a ton of different ideas in here. You see people are selling digital downloads for cards, all right, 8x10 cards, cats, SVG digital downloads. So there's really a ton of different products where you can start getting your mind going, all right, digital downloads seem to be a very, very hot commodity on Etsy. Maybe you should get some ideas here of you're already selling products on Amazon. Do you have any files or do you have any design elements that you could possibly offer on this other marketplace without shipping a single product? So you might hear these referred to as digital downloads, and I may refer to them as printables. That's also another big keyword to use that people use when selling on Etsy. So let's go ahead and get out of this. We'll just click on search here, and you'll start to see what people are offering on Etsy. So right here, this is a printable 8. So there we go. There's that printable word, ADHD daily planner. Okay, so we can open that. You have a save the date for people who are getting married. And notice this right here is an ad, but it's a digital download. You'll see instant download here. It allows the customer to download it to their computer. So you're not printing anything, you're not shipping anything, and they're charging $12 to download something on their own computer. So that is an incredible margin. Remember when we were just talking about SVGs or design elements that you can create into downloads? Right here, okay? So here we go. It's priced at 62 cents, but remember, there's no work for you once you've listed it. So this is an excellent way to also add some revenue to your business. Now, I should back up here before we get going too far into this and say if you do not have an Etsy account, make sure to scroll to the very top here. You'll see I'm already signed in, but sign up for an Etsy account. It is absolutely free to get started so that you can follow along with this tutorial and we can actually get some of our first printables or digital files online. Now, before we actually start diving into the research, I've gone ahead and I've opened up a few brands on Etsy. Because you might still be looking at this and thinking to yourself, well, 62 cents, that's not very much. $12, that's a good price, but I mean, how many sales can I actually expect? It really depends on how much work you put in. So let me close these out. Okay, so this is going to be a bundle that we just opened. Very, very good. Buy it now, digital download. This is that save the date that they're charging $12 for. Again, digital download, and all it is a JPG file. This is a picture file that they can download on their computer for $12, okay? And right here, this is the brand Filterity, I guess. 34,000 sales, okay? Not bad. They have 416 products live. If we head over to this brand, I've just opened a few different brands up to show you how lucrative this is. This brand has 28 products live, and they have almost 15,000 sales. The Journal Boat. All right, let's keep going here. Victoria Designs. Look at that. 268,000 sales, and I know this is going up each and every month. Now, these guys have been at it for a while. They do an incredible job, but 268,000 sales, and most of these are digital downloads where they're not shipping anything, they do the work once, and their products continue to sell over and over again without any issues. Now, finally, I've opened up this one right here. It's called Scattered Printables, and you'll see that they're really just selling bulleted journals and planners. This is probably the most comparable to what you guys are used to if you're selling low-content books on Amazon. 17,636 sales as of today when I am making this video. If you scroll down here, you'll see that these are actually selling through. Okay, 5 people have this in their cart. Over 20 people have this in their cart, and this is just a bulleted journal, okay? A bulleted journal for $7.44. So when you sell a product through Etsy as a digital download, you are going to pay a little bit of Etsy fees, but it's going to be nowhere near what Amazon is taking to print and ship a book, because that process is completely gone when you're selling printables on Etsy. So let's go ahead and just open up one of these, a weekly planner, for example. And let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. That's it. There's 3 pages of this. That's the entire digital download. Now you see they've added it as a mock-up like it's in a book. But if you come over here, you'll notice it's a digital download and it is a PDF. Okay, so they have a description that you can read through. What's included? A 3-page PDF file. A 3-page PDF file, and they're making $3.54 each time that it sells. Now granted, Etsy is going to take a small fee from that amount, but a few dollars per sale, and they have over 17,000 sales. You can see how this quickly adds up depending on what you are selling. All right, so at this point in time, I think that I've gotten across that this is a very lucrative business model, and you might start to realize like everything you're doing to sell on Amazon can be done and to sell on Etsy. So we're going to go over right now 3 different ways to create these digital downloads, and then we're going to go over how to do the research and figure out, okay, how do I find out what keywords to use? How do I actually list a product? But first, let's go over 3 different ways in order to create digital downloads. So the very first way we're going to go over is creating a digital download from scratch. So it really depends on how artistic you are, how well you are at creating files. But if you are the type of person who really wants to add something very unique and sell it on Etsy, this is a great way to do it. So I want to go back over to BookBolt because you're all familiar with that. We're going to be referencing this throughout the video, and I want you guys to go ahead and log in. So give me one moment and I will do that. All right, so we're inside of BookBolt here, and what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the BookBolt Designer. If you go to the left menu here, instead of the Research tab, we're going to go to the Create tab and click on the BookBolt Designer. This is typically used for creating low content covers, book covers, or low content interiors, and we're going to use this to create our digital download from scratch. So let's go ahead and click this and log in. All right, so we've loaded up the BookBolt Designer here, and the first thing I want you guys to realize, if you haven't already, is this can be used for more than just covers. You want to use this little drop down here and click on Interior and give it a trim size. Now, I usually do a 6x9 trim size. It's the most popular size on Amazon, and they seem to sell through really well. So I'm going to pick a 6x9. I'm going to select Bleed, and I'm going to give it 100 pages. Because for this example, we're going to create an interior. It's going to be 100 pages long. It'll be a PDF, and that will be the file that we will sell on Etsy. So this is super simple. Once you have this, click on Submit, and it's going to generate the template. Now, I've already actually been working on this previous to making this video, so you'll see that I've already gone ahead and I've added in some different elements for this template. So this template right here, you have a left side and you have a right side. Now remember, we picked 100 pages, right? So what's going to happen is when you create an interior inside of the BookBolt Designer, it's going to take the 2 pages that you made and replicate that over the number of pages you've selected. So this will be page 1, page 2, and then it'll say page 3, page 4, page 5, etc. Okay, so in this one, what I'm doing is I have a food journal on the left where people can track their food, the amount of they eat, the carbs, so on and so forth, and then maybe each day. they can take their body measurements. Okay, so that is going to be the PDF file that I'm going to create. And as you see, I've already created this, so all I have to do is download it. Now, if this is your first time creating a digital download from scratch, take some time. If you actually want to create them from scratch, take some time to make sure it looks really, really good, because this is going to be the file that customers receive. But when you're happy with it, go to the very top and click on download, and it's going to say it's preparing the file. In a second here, right here, your design is ready, and click on download. Right here, you will see the PDF repeated over and over again. So all you'd have to do at this point is download this to your computer. All right, so that is the very first way to create an actual digital download, or printable, if you will, on Etsy. Now, the second way, and what I think most people are probably going to start with, is creating a digital download by editing a template. And this is incredibly easy because you don't actually have to create anything from scratch. So I'll show you how to do that. Go back to the BookBolt homepage here, and you want to go to Resources and Interior Wizard. Okay, and click on the big blue button, and this is going to bring up all of the templates that BookBolt offers. Now, when you're doing your research, you may come across that there's lots of digital downloads that are related to journals. Okay, so if we just go back to this brand right here, you'll see that this is bulleted journals and planners. Okay, so if we come through here, I bet we can find something that is lined pages. You know, here's some lined pages. This is a bulleted goal planner, so on and so forth. So you can come in here to the interior generator, which we just did, and you'll see journals, bill tracker, career planner, office organizer. There's lots and lots and lots of different templates in here that we can download and then actually edit them as a template to create something unique to sell on Etsy. So for this example, let's just use line pages because it's super easy to do. Let's say we're going to do a journal. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to select bleed, give it a size. I'm going to go with a 6x9, and I'm going to enter in 1 page. And the reason I'm going to enter in 1 page is because I'm going to edit that single page and then use that page to create the interior that we want to make. So we'll enter in 1 page and we'll click on download. Now this will open up that 1-page PDF here, and you want to save this to your computer. So let me go ahead and download this and save it. All right, so you see that I've just downloaded the template here. And if we go ahead and open this, it looks exactly like we just opened. It is a lined journal page. Now, in order to edit this template, we are going to use something called Google Slides. Google Slides is essentially PowerPoint, but a free alternative that's going to allow us to change this up so that we can sell it as something unique on Etsy. So let's go ahead and go over to Google Slides. All right, so we've just gone ahead and Googled Google Slides, and we'll go ahead and click on this, and you want to click Google Slides. So at the top, before I edited this video, you want to click on New Google Slide. This will open up this right here. Now this should look fairly familiar if you have ever been inside of PowerPoint, but right now this is completely the wrong dimensions. It's asking you to add a title. It's asking you to have a subtitle. So there's a few different steps that we need to take in order to create this digital file in the right dimensions and so that we can edit it up. So the first thing you want to do in here is go to File, and you want to scroll all the way down to Page Setup. All right, so Page Setup will have a little drop-down menu here, and will allow you to do a custom size. And right here, you'll see that right now it's 10 by 5.63 inches. That is not a file type that we want to sell. Remember, we're going to be doing a PDF file that we're going to sell as a digital download so that people can use it maybe in a book or print out the pages and create their own type of book at home. And remember, we did a 6x9 when we downloaded that original template. So all you have to do is come in here and click 6x9 inches and click Apply. Now you'll see, here we go, we have this single page, but it's still laid out to where it looks like a PowerPoint slide. So you'll come in here and you'll just start deleting all of these, okay? So you select them, hit delete on your keyboard, and now you have a blank page. So right now you have a blank page, and you also have, let me close that out. You also have this file right here. So you have a blank page and you have this file that you've downloaded on your computer. You downloaded this as a PDF. Unfortunately, there's no way to upload a PDF directly to Google Slides, so you need to take one more step. I'm going to bring over this page right here, which is called pdf2png.com. This is just a free website that's going to allow you to take that file that you've downloaded on your computer and create it as a PNG so that we can upload it to Google Slides. So let me go ahead and drag and drop that directly into this screen. We'll take the PDF, here it is, I'm going to drag it over here, and you'll see right here it's converting, and now all I have to do is download this to my computer. Now if I open this up and I bring it over here, you'll see that this is now opening in Windows Photos here, and it is actually a PNG file. So save that to your computer, and we are almost done creating our unique interior that we can then sell as a digital download on Etsy. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if I open this back up, it's something you can't see in this image, but this is not a transparent background, okay? So what you need to do is you actually need to take that PNG image that you just downloaded, and I'm going to bring over another website here. This is onlinepngtools.com/create a transparent PNG. So all you really need to do, if you don't want to use this website, just Google, transparent PNG conversion or something like that, and find this website, because what we need to do is we need to upload this to here, and it'll be a transparent PNG, and we'll be able to save this to our computer. But right here, if I take a look at this page, now we have a transparent PNG. This looks exactly the same, but what is going to happen is when we upload it to Google Slides, you're going to be able to edit this file. All right, so let's head back into Google Slides. We have our blank page here, and now the magic can finally begin. So let's go up here to Insert, and you want to insert an image, and we are going to upload this from our computer. Again, what we're going to upload is the transparent PNG that we just created from this website right here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go to Insert, Image, and let me upload it from my computer. All right, so I've gone ahead and uploaded it here, and I can make it a little bit bigger. I can drag it and drop it around. Make sure it's going all the way to the edge, and that looks good. Okay, so now I have my single file here, and it is transparent. Now, why on earth would we be going through all of these steps? Everything looks the exact same, right? What I want to show you guys is how you can easily transform this page into an actual digital download. So what we are going to do here is head over to a website called openclipart.org. Okay, so this is a way that you can find an image and overlay it, kind of put it in the background of your file. So we have some lined pages here, and let's say that we want to sell a cat digital download. I can come in here and type in cat. So I can come in here and I can look for an actual cat and put it in the background if I want it, or maybe I can look for a pattern. So if I just came here and typed in cat pattern maybe and see what they have, let's see if I can find something decent. All right, so I've been looking around for a little bit, and I can't really find a cat pattern for this example, but let's say that I found this image right here, and I think that that would be a great background to put on my actual lined pages here. Now, the reason I like using openclipart.org is because if you scroll to the very bottom and you look at their license, it actually allows you to use all of these images commercial free on anything you create. So let's go ahead and click on this one, and we're going to download this as a large file. So we'll go ahead and download this to our computer. All right, so I've opened it up on my computer, and you can see this giant cat image right here. So let's go back into Google Slides here, and we're going to start creating an actual digital download. Now, in order for this to work, one thing I should mention is whatever you download and you want to overlay into the background, you need to make sure that they're transparent PNG files so that you can upload them correctly. But you want to follow the exact same steps here. So we're going to go to Insert, we're going to go to Image, and we're going to upload this from our computer. All right, so we have gone ahead and added this cat image here, and right now, if you were to download this, it would look absolutely horrible because it's sitting over the top of the lined pages. So I'm going to resize this a little bit, make sure it's within the lines. I'm going to start the top of the ear at the top line here, and that is going to be good to go. So if we unselect that, that looks pretty good to me. But the problem is this is all over the very top of these lined pages. So what are we going to do about that? That is going to be pretty easy. So what we need to do is click on Format. Actually, make sure it is selected first and click on Format and then Format Options. This is going to open up this little menu in the right-hand corner here. So if you were going to be using an image that was not black and white, you can come over here to Recolor and you can actually select, recolor. This might say light, but this is a black and white image, so you don't actually have anything you need to do in the recoloring box. The next thing you want to head to is the Adjustments tab. Right, so the Adjustments tab is where you're going to be able to push this into the background to make sure it looks pretty good. So you can see you can change the brightness, you can decrease the brightness, but this again is a black and white image, so that's not really going to matter too much. You want to play around with the transparency. So I can kick this way, way, way up. Okay, so we're kind of just blends into the background there, where now you have this cat image in the back, but you can still see the line so that everyone can write over the top of it, and it looks pretty good. So we'll just go with something like that, and there we go. Now we have a file where it can be a cat-related digital download. So let's just recap the steps that we took real quick before I show you how to download this. The first thing we did is we went over to bookbolt.io and we grabbed a free template. Okay, you can do this with any single template in here, but for this example, we downloaded one page as a journal. Okay, we saved that PDF to our computer and then we changed that PDF to a PNG. And then what we did is we made sure that PNG was transparent. And once we had that, we uploaded it to Google Slides, making sure it was in the 6:9 format. Okay, after that, we took an image. You can take a pattern. You can take anything you want, overlay it onto your file that you've used, and then change the format options. Okay, you want to select it. You'll go to Format, Format Options, and play with the recoloring if you're using a non-black and white image, and play with the transparency to kind of bring it to the background so that it really adds that extra pop to the template that you're editing. And then what you want to do, saying this is done, you will go to File, you will go to Download, and you want to download this not as a PNG, not as a PowerPoint, but as a PDF document. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that, and you'll see that it's downloading here. And this is the file that you'll want to save on your computer and give a name that you can then sell on Etsy. So if we just open this up here, you'll see that looks pretty good. The cat's in the background. Everything looks really good, and whoever buys and downloads this product can then create their own book. They can print it out and let their kids fill it out. The possibilities here are really endless. Now, the third way that I want to go over, so let's just recap again real quickly here. The first thing we did is we created a custom digital download from scratch using the BookBolt Designer. What we just went over was creating a digital download from a template, again using the templates from BookBolt. And the third option I want to go over is actually creating digital files or printables, if you will, by using puzzles. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to go back to BookBolt. We're going to log in. Now, once we're logged in, we want to go over here to the Research tab, click on Create, and we want to head over to PuzzleWiz. Now, keep in mind you are going to need a pro level account of BookBolt in order to log into PuzzleWiz, but this software is going to allow us to create puzzles that we can then put together in a single digital download and sell to customers on Etsy. So let's go ahead and click on this and log in. All right, you can see that we are logged into PuzzleWiz here, and there's so many different types of puzzles you can create. So Sudoku, Nurikabe, crosswords. You can go through here and play around with this, but what I really highly recommend is that you You can either sell full digital downloads of just one puzzle type, or you can download a bunch of these, combine them into one, and then sell them on Etsy. Or if you are really ambitious, what you can do is take these files that you're downloading here and go through the same exact process we did on this interior. So let me just go ahead and show you exactly how this works for, say, a Sudoku puzzle. Very, very easy. You select some options. So I'm going to keep it at bleed 6x9. I'm going to say maybe, hey, I want to do one page because I'm going to combine it with other puzzle types. I can pick the font. I'm going to leave it the same. Difficulty, Sudoku type, and do I want to include the index and solutions and so on and so forth. I'm going to say I don't want to include anything, and I'm going to click on Submit. You'll see right up here it's being processed. Please wait. And then once it's ready here, it'll say download your document. I can click that, and right here, boom, there's my puzzle page. Now, if I wanted to spruce this up and do exactly what we just did, I'd download this as a PDF. Okay, I'd change the PDF to a PNG. I'd make it transparent, and then I'd upload it into Google Slides. Okay, so what I can do is I can download this page. Maybe I come over here and I want to do a Mind Finder puzzle. Okay, so what I can do is I can just say, hey, 6x9, bleed, one page, click on Submit, download your last document, and there we go. There's a Mind Finder puzzle, and I can start to combine all of these different puzzle types into one file. Now, if you are not familiar on how to do that, the easiest way to do that is, again, go back to BookBolt here, bookbolt.io, go to Resources, and go to the PDF Combiner. So you can either upload the file that you just had, or you can actually use the interiors by clicking this, and you'll see all the ones that we already have uploaded to mix and match to create one file. But what I highly recommend if you're doing puzzles is change them up a bit using the method with Google Slides. All right, now that we've gone over 3 ways to create digital downloads on Etsy, it's actually time to look at how do we find keywords for these digital downloads on Etsy itself, so that whatever you're creating, you can actually upload to Etsy and make sure that the right audience is looking at it. So let me close out quite a few of these pages. I'm going to go back to BookBolt. I'm going to close all of these out. Keep Sales Samurai open. I'm going to close all of these. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look on Sales Samurai and on Etsy to find the keywords that we want to use. So let's just take Halloween, for example, because Halloween actually just passed, but that was a great opportunity. You can use the same method in order to get these files online and selling either next year, or if you're selling evergreen, you can follow this tutorial at any time. So remember when we logged into Sales Samurai and we downloaded that Chrome extension? That's something that you want to have inside of your Chrome browser, so when you come over here and you type something in, you'll be able to see how many searches per month it's getting. So let's go ahead and start there and go with Halloween printable. Okay, so you'll see right here, Halloween printables is going to, the extension is working right now, gets about 24 searches a month. The reason for this is Halloween just passed, so that's really not a big deal, but I'm using this as example purposes. So let's go ahead and click on that. Now you'll be able to see right here, here's a little booklet. All right, here is some printable bundles for design packages. Right here, this looks like a games bundle. A games bundle. I want you guys to see this. A games bundle. What did we just do? We created puzzles. I noticed some puzzles in here. So we click on this, and we click on this so we can blow it up and see it a little bit. What does this look like? Okay, finish the phrase. This right here looks like a word search. Word searches, all these type of puzzles are inside of PuzzleWiz. So what you can do is you can download those files, use the method that we just went over in Google Slides to add Halloween related, pictures and images and spruce them up. Download, it looks like this one included what, 15? Yep, 15 games, 15 different pages. And then you can create a bundle to sell. Okay, now right here, enjoy my printables. This seller has over 33,000 sales. So let's just say that we want to take a look before we run this particular one through Sales Samurai. what other possible phrases, keywords, what name you, tags should we take a look at? We're going to use the search function over here. Now the basic search, I can enter in a keyword, so I'm going to enter in Halloween printable and click on search. Now what this is going to do is going to pull back a lot of different information from Etsy, keyword suggestions, tags, and products so that we can take a look at how well they are doing. All right, so it's brought back the results here. You'll see the long tail keyword, the Etsy search volume, and the competition. So there's lots of different products. It's not getting searched for very often right now because this holiday is past. But right here, you will see many different keyword suggestions. There's pages and pages of this. The Etsy click-through rate, all right, if there's any Google search volume, the Google competition. And you'll be able to go through and start getting different ideas of what keywords are out there that maybe you want to create something around, okay? So what you want to do is go through here and pick out keywords that are relatable to what you want to create. Now on the left side, you're going to see lots of different tags. These tags right here are the most used tags for the keyword that you've entered for the products that are actively selling, that are hitting the front page of Etsy. The reason this is important is all of the people that are in the position you want to be in are using these tags on their products. So you'll see out of the top ranked products for Halloween printable, this Halloween printable as a tag is being used 68 times throughout all of those products. So it'll show you the tags, how many times they're being used by the top sellers, and the search volume for each one. So what you want to do is if you've decided that you want to publish a printable or a digital download for one of these keywords, is start writing down the ones that are relevant to what you're going to create. And you can click through all of these pages. You'll see Halloween game up here, digital download, Halloween party game, that's another one. Start writing those down. All right, so we're taking a look here. We can start scrolling down and you'll see that for this keyword, Halloween printable, you'll see the average views that it gets, the average likes, and the average photos for the different products. Scrolling down further, we can actually take a look. We can change this to, the top 25. These are going to be the products that are ranking and selling, and you'll be able to see, look at this, shipping days. Oh yeah, there's no shipping because these are digital downloads. You'll see what the price is, how many photos, but what I really like to do here is see how many views they're getting and how many likes they're getting. Okay, so you'll notice that over the lifetime of this product right here, it's had almost, looks like just over 59,000 views. So this will really tell you, are these products selling? Are people getting these products in front of the right audience? And with thousands and thousands and thousands of views, the answer is yes. You can scroll through here and look at these. There's page after page. You'll be able to see the price breakdown at the very bottom. So when you're deciding, hey, what should I price my bundle at? What should I price my digital download at? You'll see this right here with the min, max, and average on the right. Now, remember that product we just opened up, this games bundle? I'm going to copy this URL and I'm going to show you another piece of Sales Samurai that's super helpful. Because we've determined this would be a really good thing to create, fairly easy to make. We already know we can make puzzles. This seller is doing very well. Let's take a deeper look at this specific product. So copy the URL of any product you come across. You'll come inside of Sales Samurai. And remember, we just did a basic search. This time we're going to do a single listing and paste the URL in this box. Once you've done that, click on search and it's going to bring back that product. So you'll see the title, you'll see the category, the title characters. Now, if you're wondering, hey, why is this information relevant? You can click on these little information tabs here and it'll give you some information on what you should be looking for when you are creating a product or when you're doing your research. Now, I want you guys to scroll down because this is where the information gets super, super helpful. Okay, so this product has been live for, looks like, 426 days. So it's been up for a little bit, maybe a little bit over a year here. It's still getting hundreds of monthly views. You'll see when it was created and you'll see the date it was last modified. The reason that this matters is because every time you make a sale, it is going to renew the listing, and that tells you that This listing last sold a few days ago as of right now when I'm making this video. So you'll know that this is getting views, people are liking it, and it actually just sold not too long ago. Now finally, I want you guys to scroll down and you will be able to see all of the tags that they're using in order to get in front of the right audience. Okay, you'll see the tags on the left, you'll see how many times these are searched per month on Etsy, the click-through rate of those tags if someone's searching for that and then finds this product and clicks on it, if it's a multi-word, unique category, if it's at the beginning of the title, if it's in the description, and you'll see the images at the bottom. So what you want to be doing before you go and list a product, because if you just start listing products and kind of just winging this, you're not going to get in front of people that actually want to buy your digital downloads, is go through what I'm showing you right now inside of Sales Samurai, find products that are interesting on Etsy that you want to sell in that niche, and take a look at them inside of Sales Samurai, start writing down the relevant tags. Okay, so you have party games as a tag. You have adult party games, printable games. Okay, so all of these different tags you actually want to write down because you can use those tags in your own unique listing that you're creating using one of the 3 methods that we just went over. Now, one other method you can use here is we can actually go back to Etsy and let's just type in Halloween. All right, so we'll see Halloween here, 26,000 searches per month, and we will let this come in. So what this is doing is that's that extension again, going through and looking at, hey, what other keywords are there out there that might be relevant to the seed keyword Halloween? So we'll click on this, and we'll see right here a lot of different types of keywords are showing up. These might not all be relevant to what you're creating, but these are all keywords that are relevant to what Etsy buyers are typing in. So it might spark some more ideas here. Let's see, people are selling shirts. Here's another type of printable, Halloween SVG, gets tons of searches per month. Okay, so you can come through here and see in real time how much search volume these are getting, how much competition there is on Etsy, and you can also filter all of this down. So let's say that you want at least 100 searches per month to 1,500 searches per month, but you don't want to see more than 1,500 products on Etsy. You can filter that out, and right here you have all of the keywords that you might want to take a look at. Okay, so play around with this tool and really figure out all of the keywords that customers are searching for so that when we do list that product, which we're going to get into very soon here, you're optimizing it properly in order to get in front of those customers. Because again, you're creating products that look awesome, that's great, but if you can't get those products in front of people that want to buy them, you're going to have a bad time, which is why this research portion is so crucial to expanding your business into these digital downloads, or printables rather. So let's just recap everything that we've done so far. We've gone over multiple methods of creating digital downloads and printables. We've gone through how to do some research, and along the way, we should be writing down the tags and the keywords that are relevant to the product we are selling. Okay, if it's not relevant, don't write it down. But if it is, and we've created a product around it, we want to write that down somewhere so that we can use it when we list a product, which we're going to do right now. So another reason I really like using Sales Samurai is that you can go over to Etsy.com once you have an account and list directly through the platform. But what I like to do is use the listing creator inside of Sales Samurai, because this is going to allow us to make sure that we're checking off all of the boxes and making sure that everything is properly optimized. So let's go ahead to the listing creator here, and you'll see we have a bunch of tips on the left-hand side. This is to make sure that everything we're making is actually customizable. This is to make sure that everything we're making is really optimized so that we're doing the best job that we can as sellers to get our products in front of customers. So see here that we can do some focus keywords, we can get suggestions, and we can have a drop down for those suggestions to kind of get an idea of what keyword we should be going for here. Now, one of the puzzle types was a Sudoku puzzle, so maybe I will just enter in Sudoku. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in Halloween Sudoku, and maybe I could get suggestions, and I'd see some other ones pop up here. But I'm pretty happy with this because that is kind of one of the games that we found. I'm going to create a game digital download here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on next. Now, if you haven't already, using Sales Samurai, make sure you attach your shop to the shops module. Otherwise, you might have a hard time in this listing creator. You see, I've already gone ahead and attached my test shop here, and now we just need to fill out all of this information. Okay, so we've selected a focus keyword, and it's changed over here to green, so we see this focus keyword. And there's a few things we need to keep in mind when filling out this information. Okay, we want the keyword in the title. We want to make sure it appears at the beginning of the title. Your main keyword, Etsy will rank you higher in the search results if you use it in the beginning of the title. Okay, you want to make sure it's in the description. Beginning of the description, it's used in the tags. Really pay attention. You'll see this is going to change to green as we fill this out. So give me one moment here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill out all of this information. All right, so I've gone ahead and filled out this information. I've given it a title. Let's say I'm doing 100 pages of Sudoku. I've set it 6x9. I've added some keywords in here into the title of the digital download that are relevant to what I am going to be selling. Now you'll have drop downs here. It's going to ask you who made it. You made it. Is this a finished product? Yes. When was it made? It's not made to order because you just created it, so give it a date here. And then for the category, typically you'll see a bunch of these categories. You can actually type in here and just say digital, and it'll give you the relevant category. So we'll say this is a drawing and illustration. And you'll have renewal options. So if you select automatic, each time it sells, it will renew automatically and continue being for sale. If you select manual, you'll have to log into Etsy and do this manually. But I always keep it at automatic because I think this is a good product. Now for the description here, you'll see I haven't actually entered in a description. I just said, hey, your description goes here. Describe what the product is, how the customer will get the product, and how they can use it. So let's go back here. Okay, to this product. Remember, we were looking at this. The description is actually on the right-hand side here, and you can look through how other sellers have done this. And what they're doing here, if you read through this, I'm not going to read this all out loud. It's going to tell the seller, or the buyer rather, exactly what they are getting so that they know before they purchase what they're buying, how to download it, how to use it once they download it. So read through a few descriptions of sellers who are doing a really good job and kind of base your description for your own unique product off of that. So that is why I've left this blank, but I'm going to keep this here for example purposes. Now, the really, really crucial part of this entire process is making sure that you use all 13 tags. Okay, tags are how Etsy helps match up your product to what the customer on the other side of the screen is actively searching for. So you want to make sure you use all 13, and you want to use those keywords and tags and everything that you found during your research. Remember when we were using the search function, remember when we were using that Chrome extension up here. Use those keywords and tags and enter them in right here. Make sure you're using all 13 and they're relevant to what you're selling. Now, finally, you want to give it a price. I've put in $2.50 here and a quantity. Now, this is a digital download, so you can set this quantity to whatever you like. I just put 100 in here, but once everything is good to go, click on Next. Now, right here, you'll see you can select physical products, but this is a digital download, so we want to select digital right here, and it's going to ask you to drop the files here to upload them. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So what you want to do is upload the PDF puzzles or whatever digital download you will be selling. This is going to be the file that the customer will actually download on their computer. So make sure this is the finished product, and all you have to do is drag it and drop it right here. Okay, you'll see it hasn't been uploaded. We'll click on Next. It's uploaded, and then we can finally click on Next, which will bring us over to the Photos page. Now, on the Photos page, you will see here where it's going to ask you to drop here to upload some files, and I will just open up this image right here. You want to make sure you have a large, clear image that gets across exactly what you are selling, because this is what the customer is going to see in the Etsy search results. So let's go ahead and drag and drop this. Now, I do recommend that you upload more than one picture, so make sure that you are creating different mock-ups that are going to show how this product can be used, whether it's put into a book, whether it's printed out, maybe laid on the table. Really just give the customer a good idea of, hey, if they were to buy this product, can they envision how they should use it? So once you have some pictures uploaded here, you can upload 10 pictures, but for this example, I'm just going to do one. You'll see here, nothing has been uploaded. We will click on done, and you'll see the little bar start moving across as it's uploading your images. Now, once the image is done here, all you need to do is click on done, and this will publish your listing on Etsy. And as you can see here, it is successfully completed creating your new listing. So if we head over to Etsy, let me open this up. I will bring this over here so you can see this is the test shop. We'll go to drafts, and right here you can see the draft, 100 in stock, $2.50, and you will be able to come in here, edit anything that might be missing, but this is ready to go in and click on publish so that everything is going to show up live for sale inside of your Etsy shop. So that about wraps up the entire guide on how to do everything. I know this has been a very long video, but if you sit down and you take the steps of properly doing your research, you pick one of the 3 methods to create a digital download or printable file, and then you can go through, create that file, and then upload it as a digital download through the listing creator here, making sure that everything is optimized so that you can get in front of the right audience, use the right tags, really make sure that you are working on your title, you're using great images, and that's it. You've done all of the work up front, and now the product is live on Etsy and will continue to sell, and there's no shipping, there's no physical products. So this is an excellent way to add an increased revenue stream to your business if you're not on Etsy. And if you are on Etsy selling physical goods, this is a really, really good way to kind of amp up what you're already doing without too much extra effort. So if you have any questions, let me know, but take some action today and get this set up, and good luck.